y'all. Happy 4th of July. It's your girl Chanel from Complex Simplicity. I'm hoping that you're enjoying the beautiful weather outside. I'm hoping that you're enjoying the barbecues. I'm hoping that you're enjoying your time off if you're off from work and catching up on some R&R. As you can see with the stool in the background, my husband and I, we had an impromptu just kicking it kind of vibe with a few of our friends yesterday. That was kind of our moment to celebrate. And today, you know, the hubby had to work and I wanted to lay low. And these days, it doesn't really seem that much is going down for the 4th of July. The reason why the husband and I even decided to do an impromptu kickback is because everybody's like, are you doing something? What are you doing? You know, because they know we kind of have the entertaining space. But entertaining is expensive, folks. So I get why a lot of people are like, nah, we ain't hosting. We'd rather go to someone else's house or whatever, barbecue. But, you know, today I'm just chilling. I enjoyed not having to get up to go to work today. I enjoyed not having to get up and go to the gym. Your girl was 10 steps ahead of the game. I went to the gym yesterday morning and worked out hard. This way I wouldn't have to. For me and my workouts, I try to put a day in between because, you know, I like to give my body some recovery time, my joints, you know, so it'll be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule of working out this week. So it just felt so good to be able to hug the bed this morning, guilt-free, and, you know, catch up on some shows, watch some of my Ratchet TV as I do. As I'm always saying, pinky and braining it up, trying to figure out how to build this brand further. And, you know, I said, while the sun is out, there's some natural sunlight, you know, let's do a vlog. This way I can have the rest of the evening to just really chillax, right? And so we kept it simple this year. I felt like I kept it simple last year. I was at my brother-in-law's wedding last 4th of July weekend. I think we came home on the 4th of July because we stayed in Brooklyn. So it was kind of calm last year, and same with this year. The 4th of July is calm, which is all right by me. I feel like as I'm in my 30s, you know, or progressing in my 30s, I kind of am okay with laying low. Like, I really don't have to be out and about, seen and heard in these streets all the time. Like, I'm cool with being in my house. My home is like my Shangri-La. It's my peace, my safe haven. And it's cool when, you know, I'm able to just be here and enjoy it all. I love it. So it's funny, on my timelines, you know, I was advertising, not really advertising for the website, but I try to be active on my personal social media as well as the social media for my website, just to keep the interest, you know, keep people wondering, who is this girl, for those who don't know me, who's this woman, what is this Complex Simplicity stuff about, you know, just sharing more of who I am on both of my social media, keeping the interest out there. So I'm always active, I'm always on, unfortunately, unless I decide to take a conscious break or I'm on vacation. But so I saw it on a lot of my news feeds that there were a lot of folk that it seems to be boycotting the 4th of July. And I get it, you know, the whole stay woke mentality, right? But I guess I'm not going to get into the historical part and the history and how it pertains to us people of color and how we've been wronged. I know with Trump being the president right now, the world is like in such chaos and dismay, right? Normally, the 4th of July would be a holiday everybody loves. Why? Because most of us get a day off from work. You know, it's just another time to like chill out, right? But this year, based off of a lot of what's going on, you know, I feel like it's so easy for us to now, you know, jump on bandwagons. And so what I'm saying is this, because I don't want to be misconstrued. Folks, there will be a lot of times and a lot of different subjects, things that are happening in society, in our world, things that may affect us, things that may not affect us, that will be put out there on social media. My only encouragement for us all, because I'm a part of the conversation as well, is to do our due diligence and our research before we start jumping on bandwagons, you know, regarding certain movements, right? It's so easy, I feel like, for us as humans. You see 5 to 10 people on your news feed boycotting something or bringing awareness to something, and it's so easy for us to jump on the bandwagon without really doing the research and knowing what we're jumping on the bandwagon for. Is in fact what these people or this person saying factual? Is this in fact something that we do get behind? If so, have at it. But my thing is, and even if you disagree with it, that's fine too. But let's just like check into things, check sources, do research before we start jumping on all kinds of bandwagons out here. It reminds me, in my job a couple of weeks ago, they were switching over our email system from, I think we were using Google to now we were using Gmail to now Google Chrome. It's like this whole different switch up, right? And so there were certain directions and directives we were given as staff, you know, in the interim as this transition is happening, so that any important emails you need to receive, it's known that you put a certain message where people know how to contact you moving forward, right? And so there were very clear directions, and all it took was for one staff to maybe, you know, because when you're working and you're checking emails, I'm guilty of this at times too, we can check things so swiftly, in such a rush, in such a hurry, that we may not read things correctly, or we may misinterpret whatever the directions were, right? So it took one staff to kind of misinterpret the directives and now end up sending an email that CCs pretty much everybody in the building, which was unnecessary. It took one person to do that, and maybe about 15 other staff followed. So we're all getting all these emails when the directions were very clear as to what steps we needed to take just to alert people trying to contact us how to contact us moving forward. And it's funny, as I was getting all these alerts, I'm like, I know I'm not crazy. Our directives were to do this, not do this, right? And so I stuck with my guns and followed the directives. And so when one of our administrators were like, okay, folks, this is not necessary, please just do this. I said, and there you have it. It could have been so easy in the midst of the many things I might have been doing that day, just to kind of follow the bandwagon and do what everybody else was doing. But I stopped and reread the directions and said, no, that's not right. Let me, you know, follow what was clearly stated for us to follow. And so I say all that to say, it's just so easy as human behavior for most of us to kind of always, if you see 20 people over here doing that, that must be what we're supposed to do, right? You know, I'm more of a type where it's like, no, let me double check. Let me know what I am kind of signing myself up for. Let me know what and who I'm aligning myself with before I just start jumping the gun out here. And so when I saw on my news feed quite a few people boycotting the 4th of July, which is everybody's right to do what they want to do. We all have our rights to how we see politics, how we see the world, right? I don't like to get into the topic of politics. It's very hairy for me. But like I said, we all have the right to do and think how we want to think. My message in all of this is just, let's make sure we do our research and due diligence just before we jump into certain movements. Even me, I'm all about the complex simplicity movement, right? But guess what? For newcomers, go to the website and look through everything I've done, and then you can make a conscientious, well thought out, educated decision as to if you want to get behind this movement. I don't expect you just to jump on the bandwagon because of what you see others do or what you hear. Check it out for yourself. Same like with the Pac movie. When the Pac movie All Eyes on Me came out, a lot of people around me, oh, we heard that movie's whack. We heard that, you know, it's not even accurate. Jada Pinkett Smith is not behind it. She said that how they depicted her wasn't true, this, that, and the third. And it seemed as if it was deterring a lot of people. And I'm like, no, but I'm going to see it. Regardless of what the reviews are, regardless of what people who I know, whether I know that you're a movie buff and have great judgment with movies, I'm still going to see the movie for myself. I'm not going to just go off of what everybody says and say, forget that Pac movie, I ain't going to see it. I'm all about hip hop culture. I'm fitting to go see this movie for myself. The hubby and I went to see the movie last week or 2 weeks ago. We loved it. You know what I'm saying? I did a vlog about it. So I say all this to say again, let's just do the research for ourselves and let's, you know, have our own mind and know what we're getting behind, know what we're co-signing, you know, because sometimes it's just so easy to want to just do what everybody else is doing, or, oh, should I not feel good because, you know, I actually wish people, you know, a happy 4th of July? Give out of here. I wish people happy 4th of July. I posted it on my social media and I'm doing a vlog about it today. However you feel out there, you're entitled to your feelings. For me, I recognize what this day is about. You know, a day commemorating, sorry, the United States of America's independence, where the Declaration of Independence was actually instituted. That's as far as I'll get because, like I said, I don't like to get into too much political stuff, you know, but for me, I also enjoy the fact that it's a day off, right? I enjoy the fact that I was able to get some R&R today. And, you know, so for me, I'm cool with saying, have a happy 4th. Be safe out there, folks. Enjoy your life. Life is short, but let's just all know what we're getting behind. Let's not just jump on the bandwagon because we see 50 people over here doing the same thing. Let's do the research, and if we get behind it, get behind it. Do the research. If you're not with it, stay over here. That's all your girl's saying. Have a great day. Be safe out there once again, and have a great remainder of the week. Summer is in full effect, folks. I'm excited. I'm happy. July is one of my favorite months. It's my birthday month. And yes, continue to rock out with your girl. Head back to Complex Simplicity by going to complexsimplicity.com. And until next time.